Hello, this is Johnny Cycles with CyclesGaming.com, bringing you in another edition of Keeping Dragons Janky. I'm not sure, Keeping Modern Janky, Dragons in Modern. You can see we have Goldvein Hydra, but you also see our typical Dragon ramp package in Utopia Sprawl and Kiora, Behemoth Beckoner, and that's what we're trying to do here. The slight twist, which I'll talk about in a second. Still always named Red. Alright, so you can see our finisher. Why do we pick Goldvein Hydra? Well, because we want to abuse treasure tokens. So we've tweaked. Well, we want to abuse treasure tokens via Magda the Hoardmaster, which happens to make dragons. So 3 treasure tokens makes a 4/4 hasty dragon with flying. Sigarda's Aid. That is good. Will it be good enough? We'll see. We're going to have a pretty big Hydra here. After we put another Utopia Sprawl on this. Probably name Grid, green this time. So yeah, we have a slightly tweaked ramp package. Ragavan makes treasures on combat damage. We still play Utopia Sprawl, obviously, and then we play Striker Rich, which can make us a total of 2 treasures. Goldvein Hydra replaces itself with treasures, and then we have, yeah, that's a good card for our opponent. Lightning Bolt would be nice, or Ragavan. And then we use Magda to sacrifice those treasures to get 4/4 flying hasty dragons and beat face. That is the plan. So we're going to make one gigantic Hydra that has haste and trample. And draw a card to a land. Okay. Oh yeah, it's got vigilance. And then hopefully our opponent will not go off on their turn by drawing a bunch of cards and playing a bunch of hammers, because we have another Hydra that we can cast. And they scoop it up. I wonder if they're going to scoop up the match. This is too janky of a deck. Hopefully not. Alright, well, fast start for us. One of our faster starts that we have with this deck. Kiora and Utopia Sprawl, man, is a winning combination for this type of strategy. And it feels good to be back to my roots of grueling away from blue-black dragons. Alright, Brotherhood's in. Very good. Alpine Moon can hit some of their land cards that they play, like Ink Moth Nexus, I believe. And then what do we want to take out for this? Bone Crusher Giant. More removal is better. We can take out some of our Strike Hit Riches, maybe. One. Ragavan is not at its best in this matchup because they have so many blockers. Alright, run it like that. Yeah. Maybe our opponent will stick it out through this match. So far we played 2 matches. Well, first match, lost the first game, opponent scoops the match. Second match, won the first game, opponent scoops the match. I get it, it's a free section, people. That's one reason why you play in the free section, I guess. Alright, we have a little bit of interaction to help answer a threat. And we have this Kiora that will draw us a card when we cast Bone Crusher Giant. A little bit slower of a hand, but that's okay. Opponent kept 7 in the Sigarda's Aid. It seems good for them. This Boseiju, we cannot forget the power of the Boseiju in a matchup like this. Alright, we could just go ahead and run out another Strike at Rich, but then we only net. There's just 0 reason to do that unless you're storming off or something. Alright, so we would love to see another 2-drop here, creature that we can then kill. Alright, that's exactly what we wanted to see. But then they can, well, we'll see. And if they have a hammer, they can just suit it up now, right? Oh no, hammer still costs 1 mana. I keep forgetting. I don't keep forgetting, but I have forgotten. Alright, what did they get? Colossus hammer. So we could use our treasure, Field of Ruin, use our treasure, so get that. I don't think that makes a lot of sense for us right now. So stomp the Stoneforge Mystic. Pass the turn. Opponent has a second Stoneforge. Lava Spur Boots, the new hotness. And they're missing a land, which is good for us. So we really needed some more interaction right now. And our wish has come true. We spoke and it became reality. Sometimes that happens, just not in our league play. So we go 1-2, we play land, we play Kiora. We can use a treasure token. I think we're going to cash these treasure tokens in at this point because we want to keep advancing our board and not just doing one thing in a turn. And this way it sets us up to maybe get so next turn we can play a land, or we can just run out this Bonecrusher Giant, draw a card, hopefully find another land. Did we run our opponent out of things? I doubt it. They don't have any more creatures maybe, and they're missing lands. Nope. Alright. For an equipment, man, they're getting all the pieces. This Besage is looking worse and worse when they have now 3 different artifacts that we would like to destroy. Colossus Hammer is still the one that we want to kill the most. Alright, so we play a land. We can go Domri. And then we can plus up, minus, and get 3 mana to cast Bonecrusher Giant. Spell Pierce. Womp womp. Okay, well, we can't pay the mana now, unfortunately. Because we can't activate Kiora at instant speed. So there goes that plan. So we will strike it rich. Get another token. I mean, our opponent has a handful of equipment. That Spell Pierce was good for them. That really slowed us down. We were going to have a big turn. Have a 5-3. Draw a card. Run it back next turn. Make things uncounterable. Anyway, and opponent scoops it up. Well, yeah, they show us their hand. I don't know if you can Colossus Hammer, Cryptic Coat, which they went and fetched with 3 different cards. 2 Sarkada's Age, Lava Spur. Well, they fetched 3 of these 4, and then Forge Anew. Yeah, so rough for our opponent. What are we going to be drawing? I mean, they could have stuck it out. It might have been a painful loss, but we weren't putting any pressure on them. Except for these Bonecrusher Giants. Fair enough. I mean, those are some big hits to be taking. So yeah, Bonecrusher Giant. Every time I play it, just amazed at how powerful it is. I guess you can't probably see it, but adventure cards, 2-for-1 cards built in, and that offer their own 2-for-1s within it, up for something like a 4-for-1 or something. Anyway, great card. Oh, maybe I should add more. Already cut down to 3 Magdas to make room for 2 Bone Crushers. But yeah, that's that's our plan. Make some treasure tokens, attack with some creatures. Hopefully, we don't run out Magda usually on turn 2. We would rather make our opponent answer what we're doing while building up a stash of treasures and then run out Magda on turn like 4, 5, 6 when we can swing in for lethal. For CyclesGaming.com, this is Johnny Cycles. I'll try to get another match in here that doesn't get the early scoop, but you see the deck there. It seems like it has some legs. Of course, we played against a less interactive deck than our first match against Grixis, which was able just to pick us apart, but then scoop the game, or scoop the match after game 1. Alright, I'll catch you on the next one.
This is Johnny Cycles with CyclesGaming.com, and this has been another edition of Dragons and Modern. Be sure to go to my site and check out all of my original Magic the Gathering content, where I post articles and video of my janky modern brews in my commander decks. I'm also publishing a couple chapters every month for my science fiction fantasy novel called The Pod Kind. Check me out on YouTube as well. Click that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it, and I'll catch you on the next one.